Welcome back to redheart.com as well as the Crochet Crowd. I'm your host Mikey. In today's tutorial I'm showing you the pre-announcement for Kathy's Hook Club starting on March 15th to April 15th of 2013. This is it. This is the Spring Fling Pillow, a brand new pattern just released on redheart.com. The pattern is free, the videos will be free, and this is a really exciting project. So I want to share with you a few aspects about this pattern as well as why we chose it, because we think it's a great little pattern to work on. So the pillow form consists of 4 motifs that make up the flower, and they're all done separately and then sewn one by one on top of each other when you're going to put this together. The flower colors are up to you. You can choose any yarn that you wish. This is a great little scrap buster project, so if you have yarn lying around, they don't take up a lot. You just need a lot more of the main color here, and then these little components don't take up a lot of yarn as per se. So I want to go over some of the aspects of this pattern with you. I got another one here, and I have not sewn it together. So essentially you're going to have a middle center pattern like this, the motif. Then you're going to have the next size up like that, and then you're going to have the next size up just like that, and you're going to have the final, which is the back, and it goes in. Now each one of the petals are only 7 petals in diameter going all the way around. The petals are the exact same width, and then the only difference really is that the length of the petals are different because they're stacking on top of each other. So the panel just is very flat, very easy. One side has the beautiful ridges that we see, and then the other side is the back, and it has no ridges, so you can easily tell which is front and which is back. On this particular design, I actually put a border around it, just a single crochet into every stitch, and then the side I just kind of eyed it up. So, and that's just my own interpretation. So you can change the pattern a little bit to be able to match you. If you're working on Kathy's Hook Club, we do request that you do finish your pattern, and that includes doing the flower on the top. So a pillow that has nothing on either side doesn't qualify for a final project for the yarn giveaway. So what are we giving away? Red Heart has provided a yarn bag, as well as we have a Crochet Crowd mug, but wait, Red Heart has also decided to fill up the yarn bag full of yarn for you. So one lucky winner, it's a random choice at the end of the contest, will be chosen to receive that beautiful prize by Red Heart as well as the Crochet Crowd. So this is a great little concept, and I want to just talk to you, if you want to stick around just a little bit longer, I want to share with you some tips about this particular petal. Even though we will have tutorials coming up in the next couple weeks, I want to just give you some indications on these, because if you're starting to work on it in advance, these petals here may confuse you, and I want to tell you a few tips. So a few aspects about this is that you have 4 layers of your flowers, and there's 7 petals, and basically when you go to sew this together, you just don't want to just line them up together. You want to kind of offset them a little bit so that they look very random, very three-dimensional as you're going down. So I want to pull these apart, and I want to show you something that really caught me off guard when I was working on this pattern, is that if you notice these flowers here, you see how the lines are going back and forth, the rows on the petals? This flower is done very differently. This is where we've attached, and in fact, if I just put my finger there, the way that we operate this pattern is that we go back and forth all the way through. And essentially you end up with a horseshoe that's not sewn together. And before we finish off is that we come back along this ridge and we put it in our single crochets, and I think on this round we're doing it twice. And it changes per pattern. So you can see that the single crochets are in. So when you're looking at this pattern and it's telling you after you do the first petal to do a chain 7, a lot of people are assuming that you're going along the bottom edge, and in fact that chain 7 is going along the first edge here, and you're working away along. And essentially without this in the middle here, it looks like patio lanterns that are kind of dangling, or kind of like flags that are dangling on a little string. And that's exactly how they look. And when you're done all of your 7 petals, you're just going to come back along doing your single crochet, and you're going to be decreasing stitches so that it creates a circle, and at the very end this is going to be looking like a half horseshoe. You're basically going to take your sewing needle and you're just going to sew it together so that it's a full ring, just like so. So that's the one aspect of this pattern that a lot of people are confused by. They don't understand that this petals are operating in rows going all the way around like that, instead of a complete circle like we normally would do for a flower. So join me March 15th to April 15th as we do Kathy's Hook Club. This is a fun little project, and you can get started right away. We have the information for you to be able to start the pattern already. Just stay tuned for the videos that we'll be releasing. There will be a total of 6 videos altogether. Due to the complexity of the petals, I want to make sure I take my time, so every petal is going to have its own video so that you can just follow along if you need help with any of the instructions that are available. So until next time, I'm Mikey on behalf of redheart.com as well as thecrochetcrowd.com. Join us on our Facebooks, and until next time, have a great day.